how has it taken me this long to make a Datapad? But I think it was the Aurebesh Decoder that was the seed piece that I needed, which didn't exist until I created it. So once I created it, it then became the seed piece to the Datapad I've always wanted to see. So we're doing a base coat in black, we're doing a silver over top. I always like to do black underneath silver. Supposedly it gives it a little bit of a pop. That's what I've heard. Also, if you're ever doing gold, I don't use gold very much, but supposedly a base coat of red is optimal. Isn't that crazy? I did want to do this stripe, and I got to give a shout out to my boy Dregan Hausk over in Instagram. I don't even know if he's on YouTube, but he told me about these little ripped pieces of tape in the line, because I was like, how do you get your stripes so good? He's good at stripes. Look, we all got a superpower, you know what I'm saying? He's got the best stripe game in the game. So he told me, rip up pieces of tape. And I was like, oh, that's so dead simple. Why did I never think of it? So I did that, and wow, best stripe I've ever done in my life. Here I'm gonna show you a really watered down black paint that I use, especially over light colors. When I wanna do this stain that almost turns into a ring stain, because as it dries, it keeps sort of pooling to the edges, and it does a really cool effect, especially if you do other weathering over top. It kind of all works. Light on the weathering on this one. I wanted to add more of those plastic panels. I think the plastic panels are really doing the heavy lifting in this little build. If they weren't there, this would look very plain. That little red button, oof, I took apart an electronic. If you've got anything that has a remote control, it probably has one of these little plastic red things somewhere on it. Tip, add a bit of white on the inside. I just took a paint marker and painted the inside white, just so that it looks a bit more red. If it's too transparent, then it's going to reflect back whatever's underneath it, and if it's dark, then it'll be dark. So just put a bit of white in there. The Aurebesh Decoder sticker is, and the panels are doing heavy lifting. All of these other little greeblies I found, they're from my greebly box, and everything was glued down with Loctite. This is the first time I'm using Loctite. It's not very, it bonds immediately. I don't know if I like that. I mean, when I say immediately, it's like immediate. So if you're not a fucking surgeon putting stuff down, then you're out of luck. Also, it doesn't seem to be very flexible. There is something that I've already had to fix, those two little panels. But technically, I'm not using this as my phone cover day to day, because it's just cumbersome and it's got the strap and everything. But it is something that if I went on Batuu, it's something that perhaps I would use because of the strap. And now it's a Datapad. So thanks so much for watching. Roll the thing.